Hi everybody, so my name's Leanne and I'm a hairdressing educator from the UK, and I'm going over to the States for the first time ever to teach on my own. So I'm flying from London Heathrow. I'm from Terminal 3 with Virgin Atlantic, so look at these shops. I literally loved the shops at Heathrow. It was so nice mooching around. So I checked into the #1 lounge. There's a little cinema in there, so the kids would absolutely love that in there. So I had breakfast in there. This was just when I was sitting to wait for the gate to open, and this is the baby that we flew on. So I'm in cattle class all the way at the back because I couldn't afford to sit in the good seats. So here we go. So I'm flying into JFK airport, which I believe was around 8.5 hours flight. So that's me leaving the UK. Oh, I miss it so much already. The flight was brilliant. Virgin were so the staff were lovely. The seats were really comfy. The food was amazing. I loved flying with Virgin. It was so good. Such good experience. We only had a little bit of turbulence in the very middle of the flight. So this was our snack just after we took off. How beautiful is that view? And then I had some salad with some mozzarella. That was Portuguese chicken and rice. It was so yummy, and crackers. So I watched a bit of Whitney Houston. Then they came around with an ice lolly. That looks a bit wrong, Leanne. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sorry about that. We had afternoon tea. So there was a couple of, when I finally get in the box, a couple of finger sandwiches, scone. So do you cream your scone first or jam? Like, let me know. So we flew over, I don't know where those islands were, but it looked beautiful. So this is me going through JFK. So let me tell you about my experience. I waited for over 60 minutes in the queue to get through to security. Now I had 2 hours from landing to taking off for my next flight. So over 60 minutes of that was spent going through security again. This is me taking off for Rochester. And then I had to check my bag, get my bag off the carousel, go and check it back in again, go through security again, go through duty free again, and then find my gate, which was the complete other end of the airport. And I made it just in time for this flight. I didn't think I was going to make it. So it was just a short hop then over to Rochester. So I picked my car hire up. It took me about 5 minutes, well, no, longer than that, to try and figure out which way to actually drive out of the car parking space. Found myself a Walmart, took loads of videos of everything for the kids to see. So I was so hungry at this point. I could have brought the whole shop. So I made a little bit of a English breakfast this morning, and that can of beans was literally the size of my head. So picked up some prime ready to take home, some ice cream for me, because God knows I really needed it. So I've got no internet. For whatever reason, it's not working. And I've just damaged all the side of the car. I can't find my Airbnb. My maps isn't working. I don't know what to do. So I found myself at this petrol station, which I'll show you in a minute. It's a little petrol station. I've been driving around now I landed in Rochester 4 hours ago. So I've been driving around for 2.5 hours now trying to find my Airbnb. This is actually no joke. I have cried multiple times. I've have scuffed all the side of the car, a hire car, which is going to cost me a fortune to replace, I'm sure. But there's this lovely lady inside, and she has she let me borrow her phone because my phone isn't working, my internet's not working, my roaming's not working, I can't call, can't text, and I can't put the thing in the sat nav. Avis, who I rented the car through, hadn't got my sat nav that I requested, so I had to rely on my phone, which then obviously when I got out of the airport, out of the Wi-Fi, realised that it didn't actually work. So it got me so far, and then the internet cut out or whatever, and yeah, so the Airbnb hosts are coming to meet me, and quite frankly I feel quite scared. Not fun, but sure will be fine when I get there. It's now what, almost 24 hours since I left home, and I'm exhausted, and I just want to go back home. Well, I finally got to my Airbnb, and even though it was the most stressful, probably one of the most stressful things I've ever done in my life. Not stressful, I would say scary. Wait till you see the Airbnb. It is absolutely stunning. It's so good. It's just... I wish Scott and the kids were here because they would love it. So it was dark when I arrived, so I'm looking forward to waking up in the morning and excuse me, looking at the scenery outside. I'm flipping freezing though. The guy said, well, here's the aircon, you'll need the aircon on. What? I need my heated blanket is what I need. So I'm super happy with the ranch that I have decided to stay in. Love it. And I will see you in the morning. So I'm just going to show you around the cabin now. So I've hired this on Airbnb, and I loved it on Airbnb, but it's just so much better in real life. I love it. It's so cozy. So after the traumatic time that I've had, it's just so nice to have somewhere so peaceful. So we have 2 bedrooms. So I do have some stylists joining me that are driving down from Canada tonight, so they will have one of these bedrooms each. So at least I'm not on my own tonight. My cute little giraffe pajamas. So this is the dining area, the kitchen. Like, how huge is this? Like, I absolutely love it. That there is a pantry, the big fridge freezer. The freezer drawer actually pulls out from the bottom. That is actually the front door there, but that's not the door that I come in. So this is my bedroom, and when I say this bed was comfy, I don't know whether it was just the stress, I was exhausted, or whether the bed was actually really that comfy, but I slept like a log last night when I actually got to sleep. So this is my bathroom, and then this closet here, I haven't even unpacked my bag or anything yet. Look, you can see it just on the floor with the dolls' heads in it. So God knows what they must have thought when I went through security yesterday and they scanned that and seen severed heads in my suitcase. But I've just loved my morning at the ranch already. So this is where I am currently sat right now, and that's where I've had breakfast. You can still see my plate on the table in this video. So this is the grounds of the ranch. Just look at that view. Tell me you wouldn't want to be here. It's just stunning. So check back in for what happens today.